It's time for one last look at these two teams. Last year's champions, the Calicut Heroes, have had a poor campaign. They've lost 5 games. They won that last game against the Kolkata Thunderbolts. They're at number 10 and they're up against the Kochi Blue Spikers from that wonderful state of Kerala, God's own country. It's been a hapless campaign for these two teams. But first we'll focus on the Calicut Heroes. They came into this tournament as the defending champions with a changed squad. This is how things have gone for them. It went from bad to worse, and then out of nowhere, Louis, they beat the Kolkata Thunderbolts in straight games, and we thought, where has this team been? This is the time when we look back at their campaign and try and assess what's gone wrong. How would you assess Calicut's campaign thus far?
Yeah, you're completely right. We were sat there and we were like, hang on a minute, what's this team and who are they? What are they about? And I think as they look back, there'll be so many things where they go, oh, I wish we did this a little bit better, or I wish that we just had this mindset going into this, because they made a lot of changes. For me, it's taken a long time for them to find their first 7. Yep. DT Bosco started on the wing, but now they've gone to Santosh. And for me, Santosh is the best player in this team. He's made 2 finals in a row. And since he's been back in with Shamim in the middle, I mean, we've seen the best of Ukra as well, Vikas Man. They are improving and their performances have been much better. So in theory, yeah, there's a lot to be positive about, although it's been a negative season. Let's
bring up their squad to see who are the names that should feature in this Calicut lineup as they prepare for the auction next year. Because I suppose after such a campaign, which has been a disaster, they will look at changing a lot of things.
Yeah, I think you have to look at what's the core of the team. I mean, looking forward, you're saying, okay, we know that Ukra has been such a big player for them. Is he still in the core of the team? Maybe yes. For me, Santosh Shamim has to stay. Ashok Bishnoi, hot and cold at times. He's been very solid. And Vikas Man. But I would say that the main thing to maybe look at is the overseas players, and to see what can we bring in as overseas players that are maybe going to strengthen us a little bit more, because I don't know if Tharusha and Bosco have quite been the right fit.
Yeah, but I suppose they've also been short on offensive firepower, and none of their teams' names feature on this list of the top 5 attackers in this league so far. Let's quickly remind you of who those players are. There you are. The two players from Bengaluru tell you why they are in the top half. Jerome Vinith has been fighting a bit of a lone battle. That team has an outside chance as well. And Batsuri, Kala's favorite, has been on fire as well. And so was Chirag Yadav tonight. He is in that top 5 as well. Now, let's take a look at the Kochi Blue Spikers. And one of their players, the foreign players, Nicholas Marachal, has been a bit, he's gone off the boil. He's been a bit hot and cold, or has he not been given enough game time?
He started well, and I think it was right to take him off to give him a little break. But yeah, I mean, he's European champ. Like, he's a great player. He played at the Olympics, and yeah, he's brought so much to the French national team. So I would give him another chance. Like, he's there for the team, and well, yeah, they need him in the team as well.
Yeah, well, this team has been plagued by injuries as well. They lost their main man, Vinit Kumar, but this man can make amends tonight, perhaps end their campaign on a high, much like Goa have.
Yeah, I agree. I think they've got to be looking just, how do we finish on a high? They've had a lot of issues. I mean, the change of setter, they've had injuries. I mean, remember, it seems like a long time ago, but this team had Vinit Kumar on the right-hand side, and now they haven't. They lost him in the first game. So I think it's a very different situation to Calicut. Yes, it's not been the season that they wanted, but I would imagine if you think the loss of Byron with injury, the loss of Vinit with injury, you look at those two things and say, if those two were fit, things might just be that little bit different for them. But I agree, Nicholas, for me, when you're struggling, you need the experience and the international experience, and 200 caps for France, I would have him in there a little bit more.
Yeah, Kochi coming off 3 losses. The moment Vinith left, their campaign sort of went down south, went pear-shaped as well. But guess what helps this league take off every night? It's a Scapia Super Point, which is worth 2. It can be taken once before the 12-point mark has been reached. And that's what will test the 2 coaches. Now, what about the Bank of Baroda Super Serve? That has all of us going nuts in the commentary box. It really sends the decibel levels go really high, and this is what it is, the Bank of Baroda Super Serve. A serve that's not touched by any opposition player and gives you 2 points, not 1 but 2 for the price of 1. Quick prediction, both teams nothing to lose, campaign over already. Do we go with the Red Army or the Blues from Kochi? And what scoreline? Quickly.
Oh, it's so hard. Probably I say Kochi, but the Calicut Heroes say just are nailing it. So I don't know why I go for Calicut 3-1.
I feel that the Red Army are just doing this, so I'm going to go with them, but 3-2, just.
Yep, Kochi having beaten the Kolkata Thunderbolts, they jolted the Thunderbolts clearly, and who knows, they will finish with a win, last year's champions. This is what is coming up. It's the Kerala Derby. The whole of Kerala will be watching. It's the Blues versus the Reds. It's coming up live on the other side of this break on Sony and YouTube. Stay tuned.
Good evening, Hyderabad, and welcome to Season 4 of RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League powered by Scapia. For the next two teams this evening, it is all about pride, passion and love for the game. Are you ready for match number 2 of the evening? It is Kochi Blue Spikers versus Calicut Heroes! Kochi Blue Spikers won the toss and chose to receive. Let's welcome our referees for the match today. First referee, Mr. D. Dayanidhi. Second referee, Mr. Ajay Verma. And technical official, Mr. Parveen Khokar.
Once again, welcome to the RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League powered by Scapia, where a thrilling, spicy Kerala derby is set to be underway, and the Kochi Blue Spikers take on the Calicut Heroes, the defending champions, who have unfortunately had a forgettable campaign. Both the teams have been vying for the wooden spoon, and Kochi Blue Spikers, of course, have one more game after this, but Calicut will be signing off from Season 4, and they will be looking to finish on a high, the defending champions, who really haven't had too much to defend. Right time now for the introduction of both these teams. Sarnaklal is down there in the tunnel.
This doubleheader day is now ready for the Kerala Derby. Let's first welcome the Calicut Heroes!
The Calicut Heroes began the campaign as defending champions, but precious little have gone their way since they went down 0-3 against the Hyderabad Blackhawks on day 1 of Season 4. From there on, it's been all downwards for the team from Calicut. They lost in straight sets to Mumbai and to Ahmedabad 1-3. Their lone silver lining came in the previous encounter when they blanked out the Thunderbolts 3-0. But Mohan Ugrapandian and company will be looking to sign off on a high in this final league phase fixture of theirs.
Keeping their hopes alive, can this team still turn it around on this Super Sunday? Come on in, the Kochi Blue Spikers!
with a brand new revamped side with a new formidable captain in Vineet Kumar. Kochi Blue Spikers had approached the campaign with much gusto. Unfortunately, with injuries to their regular skipper Vineet Kumar and thereon to Byron Keturakis, their heartbeat, the setter, it's all been downwards for the Kochi Blue Spikers, who have only accumulated 4 points and sit in an unpretty 9th position. They won a fixture against the Goa Guardians, a thrilling 5-setter, but more will be expected of the likes of Aaron Verghese and his men. Mohsin was the silver lining, who did help Kochi Blue Spikers register a victory, and they'll be looking at their young guns to lay the foundation ahead of the next season. Remember, they also have another game against the Ahmedabad defenders before they sign off for the season. It's a Kerala derby. It's a contest between two proud teams, Kochi Blue Spikers and
Everyone,
Calicut Heroes.
are we ready for the game?
And inarguably a state with one of the most fierce fan followings for volleyball. It's Kochi Blue Spikers versus Calicut Heroes. In the commentary box are Louis Led and Manish Patavia. Take it away, gents.
Thank you, Aaron. Well done. Well, it's a battle for pride, you would say, Manish. This one, Kochi, we know what they've been about. They've had moments of brilliance. They've had moments where they've pulled together as a team in adversity. But they've also had tough times as well. For Calicut, as we said in the studio, they're gradually improving.
A little too late, I suppose, for Ukra Pandyan and his heroes from Calicut. And they're up against Aaron Verghese's Kochi Blue Spikers, a spicy derby in prospect. However, Kochi, again, trouble with injuries and the loss of form. Calicut not enough firepower. This is the starting lineup for this game.
Yeah, Bhushan's come in, part of the Indian under-23 team, and he's done a very good job. He gets to start tonight. Heymath also has been in and out this season. He'll start with Aaron Verghese, who's had a lot of tough times with Kochi. It'll be interesting to see if he's still there next year. And now Thomas gets to start, and rightfully so. Not the biggest, but he was aggressive in the last game. And Yajul Singh and Rindapal start in the middle, the two middle blockers, who I think have had an okay season for Kochi. I don't know if you can point the finger around too much. It's just been tough moment after tough moment, and we meet the head coach again.
Saiz Vardhan, the head coach, and I suppose this starting lineup, minus Vineet, is their best bet, in my opinion.
Yeah, I believe that as well. I believe that we've seen something better from them recently, and also with Calicut, it's taken them a lot of time to get their best lineup. Santosh has got to be in there. He wasn't in there at the start. Tharusha from Sri Lanka is also improving the more that he plays in this league. Ashok Bishnoi is the Jerome sort of replacement on the right side. Shamim, 22.5 lakhs in the middle with Vikas Man. That is where I think they're really strong. But the pass has to be good from Mohan Ukapendyan to be able to use those middles all of the time. Santosh for me and Tharusha on the outside is the strongest lineup that man has to his disposal.
Sonny Joseph has won a Prime Volleyball League championship in the past, but that's in the past. This has been a disappointing campaign, given his own standards as well.
Yeah, Mr. Bayanidi, the first referee for this one. And on the floor, AJ Verma. And that's the first time we've seen him. So it's a good chance for some new referees, Carla, to get some reps out there and also to grow the experience for the good of Indian volleyball.
Yeah, I'm happy to see a lot of referees here. New ones today.
Another referee whose name starts with A, it's a four-letter word.
Aji! Aji's had a quiet day today, Manish. Where is Aji? Got eyes on him? Oh, Carla's got eyes on him. Carla knows where he stood. As our referees have done a marvellous job this year, and that is also growing alongside the level of this league.
Ukra serves for Calicut, the captain. And what I want to see in this game is how do these two teams approach their offense. That's been the missing link for these teams. Forget about injuries, you still got to go and play.
I agree. There's only so much you can control. You know that as an athlete, Carla. In terms of, you know, when things are going against you, you can always look at the external things. But what are the things in your control that you can actually make sure that you deliver on?
This is exactly the point of being professional. Keep your eyes on the things you can change.
Yeah, and I'm okay with this because what we're learning here is, I mean, Amal has come in here and he's not got the block this time, but he's been really strong for me. He deserves his spot. And you have to think, okay, we spoke about Nicholas beforehand. He does deserve his spot as well. But maybe if Kochi can't qualify, then actually giving the youngsters a go out there is a very good thing for the growth of Indian volleyball and for next year as well.
The dilemma they would have been in is, do we build up next lineup to end with 2 wins, or do we think of next season and figure who we want to retain and on?
Yeah, and I think you're completely right. You bring in the youngsters, you think who are the retainers? We spoke about that from Calicut, but for Kochi I think that's a big thing as well, Erin being one of those. And I mean, there's all those players, squad players, who haven't made the first team yet, who are playing to try and get into the first team as well.
That to me is the wildest serve of season 4 so far. It went under and out. Take a look at that.
And it bounced before the net. All right, today's a wild day all around for everyone, but there you go. That one's gone many a mile.
Everybody's losing it tonight. Strange Sunday. Suppose missing families on Diwali. Ukra. Utarusha somehow gets it through. He'll take the point, but won't be too happy with the execution.
But it was better than the serve.
At least over the net. So really leading to the back. And somehow, I have no idea how, he's capable of scoring.
Okay. Calicut versus Kochi. What are the chances that this evening is a humdinger, 5 sets, and it's the most entertaining game of the season? Oh! These are the things that we didn't see from Calicut at the start. 3 in the block, defense that's lined up. Maybe the season just started a bit too early. New India Assurance Super Block. And that is a championship winner, Vikas Mahan.
Shamim, their most expensive buy with the serve. A push that will test Ukra's ability to lunge forward. Not easy for him, is it, Carla?
No, it's not. I mean, the very last call to tip this ball. He's on the ground. He has the pancake right there, but puts it next to the ball.
But, A, he went for it. B, he stood up and he went, that was my bad. And we like that.
No points, sadly, for doing so. Shots it back, Vikas now comes up with the kill.
Yeah, that's Vikas in the middle of things. And I also believe this is a different heroes. The Liberos had a wonderful season. You've got to say he's in the top 5 Blitz. Okay, Kamil, super spike. But when Ukra can run the middle, they're a different team. And I think early on, we just didn't see the quality of the first contact.
4 apiece then. Okay, Ashok. Went big. That touch just the top of that net, the team.
Yeah, what's your mentality, Carla, when you're back there serving? What things are you focusing on?
I mean, at the beginning of the set and match, I would start getting my rhythm, and depending what I feel, I would go more risky, or depending on the score, so it's a lot.
Well, that's more risky. That's more risky. That's worth 2 from a real leader of this team, Erin Verghese. That is a Bank of Baroda super serve at exactly the right time for Kochi. And look at that net wobble. Carla says wobbly wobbly.
I've been waiting for this net wobbling since 2 days. It's a perfect net, really, to go full speed, net tape to exactly get this point, the 2 points.
Erin can say that was intentional. And we have no choice but to believe him. Ukra for Bishnoi. Goes past the blocker. It doesn't matter, there's enough power on that down the line arrow.
Yeah, and this is Ashur Bishnoi just takes the lid off the libero. And I like this start of the game. We have seen a good start from both sides, and not one that shows us that this is a bottom of the table clash.
Okay. And that man took the responsibility of finishing that point. From the right side, Mohsin, the youngster, who's been very impressive since his debut in that last game. And he allows Kochi to feel nice and relaxed with a 3-point lead as we head into the first Amul Cool technical timeout of this game.
The highest mountains in India, Manish?
Mount Manoj is one of them.
Yeah.
And Mountain Manoj of the Goa Guardians. Can you imagine a city that's known for its beaches has a mountain? Goa has a mountain.
Was it actually? Oh, yeah, sorry. I mean, I surprise myself with how slow I am sometimes. I believe it is. But he was great tonight. He was one that we didn't really touch upon in terms of getting sort of his team over the line, and he has experience. Heymanth, we know that he's been at times a little bit inconsistent, but his best is very, very good, and he can also be somebody that can fill the gap left by others due to injuries such as Vinit Kumar, who we hope gets better soon, because this league is getting better all the time, and it's better with him in it.
Slapped it down the line, Evie Wonder, Erin Burgess. Right, there is a wave of belief in the Kochi Blue Spikers camp. The flags are waving as well. Breezy start to this match.
Out of a really, really fast serve in Arakabel super spike down the line. Not easy in the reception with this kind of serves.
He had about a millimetre of a gap to get that through, and somehow Evie Wonder did it. Hang on a minute, that is a big lollipop. And that for me is always going to get you in trouble as a block defense team. Talking about mountains, that had snow on it, KB.
Lovely fetting in the middle, Shamim. He's a magician.
Yeah, he really is. He's somebody that when you can get him in and the service pressure isn't high, you can... Oh! Wow! The heroes are starting to come good here. And it's that man again, Shamim, with the play through the middle. And it's actually the wingman, Santosh, again, who I would just have him in every team. I would take him in my dream squad, I think, of this league.
Hemant. And somehow that man pushes it out into the park. Amal Thomas as well. In a way also showing the owners that he's got some spark.
Very fast set to the outside, very inside, so he has to approach more to the inside, and the only chance to speed up his arm.
Yeah, he's certainly showing himself the last couple of games that he can come in and be aggressive. And he can be high as well. Not the biggest man on the court, but that is a monster block.
2 meters 9. Super block new India assurance.
I would be worried that that was a bit of a slow arm from Ashton Fitznoy. We see those big right-siders, Jalen Penrose, just keep his arm fast. We saw it tonight with the likes of Dickinson, and that was a little bit slower, and it gave the block a chance. Preet, Ekan top 5 setters, 53.7% on the success. And there's some great setters there. Matthew West, Jitin being Manish's favourite, and Lad Vasant, who's had a very good season, I must say, from Mumbai.
Yeah, he's certainly been a key reason why Mumbai have been on a roll. The setter is the central processing unit. He's the machine that makes a lot of things happen for any volleyball team on court, and so important that you find the right setter, and that's been Goa's problems as well.
Yeah, we saw that tonight, didn't we? Aravindan coming in, and maybe Jyotish, the head coach, is thinking, okay, maybe we should have thought about our way of playing and our philosophy a little bit more. That's a little bit wide, and in turn, that's a little bit out of sync and rhythm. It's a funny game, this, because I don't think Calicut are playing bad at all. Kochi may be letting them back in. Sunny? What's Sunny seen that I haven't?
Net touch?
No net touch.
Maybe. No. Touch?
I think I heard Ukra say no net touch. What are they reviewing then?
We're going to have a look. We're going to have a look. Sunny has made some big calls this year already. Feet? No. Arms? No. Hands?
Probably Shamim's feet. The net was moving before Shamim took off, didn't it? Okay, yeah. Now we can. Oh, it was that man that touched the pole. Mohsin touched the pole.
Wow.
With his hand.
Okay, let's have another look.
That's why you saw the net moving. There you are.
Yeah, well, that's a touch.
If you can spool that back, you will see Mohsin push the ball a little bit. Yeah, there you are.
That's an unbelievable spot. I didn't see it there, though. Well, if you have touched the antenna, that's illegal. I can't wait to see what happens here. Nothing in the venue. Decision pending for that man there. Okay. Let's have a look at the hands of the block. I see nothing wrong there. I see nothing wrong. Yeah, so that should go his way, because I didn't see a net touch, I didn't see anyone touching the antenna. And that's good for Ukra.
I think what happened, the referee gave the point to Calicut Heroes. Kochi complained about a net touch, and then referee took his decision back and gave it to the Kochi Blue Spikers.
Anyhow, 11-9 then for Kochi. A Kochi lineup that has a couple of youngsters who we haven't seen much of in the past in this league. Amal Thomas, one of them. There he is, making his presence felt once again. A youngster.
Yeah, what a start. And it's a funny old game, isn't it? Because as you get through the league, you start to go, oh, like, he can really play, but he was on the bench for a long period of time. He's been one of the standout players. Oh, Sunny loves taking super points, so there's no surprise here. But this is one of the less risky ones, and one of the ones that he should be calling.
Ukra for the ting, ting, ting. No, not quite. Oh, the block. Confusion, confusion. Here comes Evie. He's been blocked as well. Hemant. There is protection at the back for Calicut. Back row attack hasn't worked. Couldn't take off. Where is that big explosion coming from? Not yet. Longest rally of this match so far. Lots of overpasses. Here we go!
2 points for the Heroes just when they needed it. Darusha, absolutely superb. It's exactly why they've signed him. Scapia super point. In the big moments, they go to the outside. And that's a great swing, KB, over the left shoulder.
It's a great swing, but we also have to talk about Ukra's reaction. It may have been a lift, but amazing. We didn't see it again.
Why would you say it was a lift? What did you see?
It was too fast for me to see.
Yeah, just a little bit upward motion. Yeah, I didn't see it to start with, but I'm not against it. Oh, what a game. Okay, Kochi.
I like that. I like that. Just Jor Singh jams it down the number 6. I love that name. There's certain personality to that name, Just Jor. He comes in with his RR Kabul super spike. Well said as well then by Mohsin. Brings down the hammer, Just Jor.
2 up. Kochi 2 away. It's been a good performance, a solid performance. Nobody home through the middle. And that's how the pipe should be run. And I don't think Kochi have done a lot wrong there. Santosh just in a really good zone in the middle. The middle's having to game respecting game. Just there, and maybe just the middleman. And Rindapal just a little bit late getting across and sealing the gap. But he did it in the right way. He stayed with the middle, and then he went with the pipe. Oh, timeout taken. And it's a good time, KB, take a timeout now. I always believe there's 2 times to take a timeout. One because you need it, and one because you need to stop them. Well, the top 5 liberos, 61.8. Anand. I mean, if Delhi want to bounce back from this evening, they're going to have to live without Anand. Well, he might be back, but tonight it didn't quite go to plan. The Bank of Baroda top 5 servers, Rohit Yadav from Goa. Brilliant serving campaign. Goa came back with him off of the court though this evening, and Aravindan came in as the setter. Good, in system. A very good bit of defense as well from the Heroes. Tarusha and KB. Tarusha loves to come away from the body. He loves to go off the shoulder, but sometimes when he's inside, you haven't got that swing open for you.
And it's a triple block. It was not perfectly set, so it's kind of difficult. Maybe not the best solution.
Yeah, a choice of trying to squeeze more juice out of the orange that had no juice left. Erin serving for the first set. Coach will be happy with this.
Since you mentioned oranges, this hasn't been an easy peasy lemon squeezy kind of tournament for these two. Kochi's momentum was stolen because they lost Vinny very early. Oh, where is he coming from then? Okay, here we go. Amrindapal! Just, well, he was there, but just couldn't get it over.
Tight, very, very tight for Kochi. Very close. And it's just the finishing press, isn't it, KB? You got a smile on your face.
What a lucky shot through the post box.
Kochi have one more set point. Okay, here we go. Hemant comes up with a He-Man move. The Blue Spikers from Kochi win the first set in this Kerala derby.
What a start for Kochi. We saw Calicut against the Heroes put their best foot forward, newbies doing the business with Erin, and they are doing the business. They've won the opener, 15-13. The opening set goes the way of the Kochi Blue Spikers. 8 spikes apiece, 2 blocks to 1, 3 unforced errors. It's really just the super serve that's separating them, and that's how this game feels. It feels like there's nothing in it whatsoever. As oh, look at this man doing the rounds. He's not just a lone mountain, is he? Now he's with the Tamil crew. What a great crew they are as well.
Arun, brave man to have his arm around his shoulders. And there's no stopping that man, Shameen. Their most expensive buy now, giving them a few returns that will make them smile, I suppose. That are our common super spike.
Yeah, every time they use the middle, he's there, isn't he? But again, it's because the pass is in the right zone.
I think statistically, 100% through the middle.
Yeah, and that's what he can bring you, and that's why they spent the money. My only whines were, you have to think about the other positions before the middle if you want to, in my eyes, go all the way in this competition. But the one thing from the first evening, where we sat here and watched them play against Hyderabad, this Calicut team have come a long way. Netherlands super defense, and all you can do is give them credit for that, because growth is great. It doesn't matter where you're starting. If you've improved over the course of 3 or 4 weeks, then you have to take your hat off to everybody involved, because it has got better.
They're having their moment, Calicut heroes. And the spin straight to the antenna now. And the serves of
Ukra, they're so tactically, so good, so smart.
Yeah, little tactical dumplings scattered around the court, and he's gone after Heyman again, who's been playing really well. They managed to side out, and that's one thing you can target, and I will give Ukra a lot of credit for that. He doesn't serve tough, but he serves you into an area that could get your offense out of rhythm, and that is, if you have a good blocking team, it's good.
And he's also changing his positions, so he's scoring many points and he's changing, yeah, maybe the shoes are the ones.
Lovely. Some colour finally in what's been a pale campaign. Ukra. That's a big set from nowhere. No kill though. Aaron Verghese. Oh, still can't get through. Well, he's done well enough. No chance for the libero to reach there.
Yeah, I like Aaron on the right. I think he's high, he's got long arms. And look, out of system. They have struggled for somebody to kill the ball all season long on that sort of right side since Vinit Kumar got injured. And maybe that was the answer all along. Put Aaron on the right instead of the left and let him cook. That's another good tactical serve, by the way. Short ball. Wonderful touch. These teams are giving it everything.
Chance again for Evie! And he hit the antenna again. Oh, was there a net ball? Yeah, the net ball, not the antenna.
I don't know. He obviously knows he's guilty of something because he's keeping himself quiet. Let him reach super defense. Where's this net touch come from? Low, yeah, the set's too low.
It was the antenna, in fact. Just a faint touch right in front of
Great spot.
Hidayanidhi. Yep. Libero, Mohsen, shot set, bang, not through. Good. Kochi, Kerala now. Calicut now have a chance. I keep saying Kerala. Hemant! A chest bomb. Free pass. What's up? What's up, Calicut?
Sonny, look at Sonny's face in the background. I imagine the thought that went through his head. You can't coach that. You literally can't help that situation. Yeah, 1, 2, and yeah, and maybe it's a I don't know the language, but maybe it's a language thing. Maybe it's just a cultural thing that nobody wants to push the other one out the way and be like, I've got this, get out the way.
How tough is it to say you or me in English or Sri Lankan or Hindi?
Yeah, or just make a noise.
To me.
Yeah. It's wild, and those are the small things again that really do affect, like championship-winning sides. Championship-winning sides wouldn't have as many of those sorts of errors that we see from teams at the bottom of the table, even though they're bringing it. And again, that's a second hitting error in a row. So Canada, who haven't had the best defensive sort of season, it doesn't matter because Kochi are not making them play defense here. And that's probably Aaron not being comfortable on that right side, would you say?
He's hanging totally under the ball and has so many mistakes in a row. They need to find a solution to come out of this rotation.
You've played left side and you've played right side, Carla. What are the main differences for a hitter?
Wow. Yes, it's approaching, stretching the ball. Like if you're right-handed, left-handed, it's about finding the best solution to get the ball as high as possible, and it's completely different from both sides.
Yeah, on the left side, you're trying to get your feet to the ball and try and find it. On the right, you're trying to get your feet inside the ball a little bit more to get that height. So naturally, players play a certain side a little bit more comfort, and Heyman was looking very comfortable on the left side there. I don't know. I think this is Heyman's best season. He had moments for Hyderabad, that's for sure. But I feel he's had more game time here, and he's had more time to really affect things. And I don't know, it's never a bad thing to be shining in a team that's struggling. If you're somebody that's stepping up and being the guy that's helping in that situation.
Hemant with that push over that triple wall. Here we go then. 1v1. The libero can't dig that ball that came at him. And incredible speed. Calicut have a 4-point lead as we head into an cool technical timeout. Back in just a bit.
Amilcore Emerging Players nominees. You have to be under 25 and never have played for India. Ashnok Bishnoi. And looking at his performance this year, and you compare it to a Jerome, it hasn't been Jerome Finith-esque. But then if you look at the age gap, you can understand the inconsistencies, and you can understand that there's actually something for him to grow into that would be quite successful.
You know, it would work in the long run if we didn't have an auction every year. The fact that we have an auction every year and, you know, retentions are always a tricky call because with injuries and so on, with a 1 month long league, it's a really tricky one, I think. And so going forward as the league matures, retention rules will also evolve. So we'll see how it goes.
I agree. And I'm always interested in those little bargains that you pick up, like the Nias. Nias, for me, has been the bargain of this season, especially if Hyderabad make the Final Four. If they don't make the Final Four, it's not quite as glowy. But if they are the team that make it, that's an unbelievable pinch at 1 leg. Another one to the middle, the Kyler Borger turn with the upper body.
But I suppose teams that, in any sports league, if teams that finish last or second last, perhaps tend to change a lot. So it's going to be a really tricky call for both these teams to figure who they want to retain, whether they want to use all their retentions or not, try and start afresh on a clean slate and get new players in with new energy. Perhaps, you know, look at the younger leadership as well. Where's that going?
I agree. And you look at the Torpedoes, they are top of the league. They have barely made a substitute. If it's been out injured, that would be in a substitute. But they've hardly brought anybody on. Rohit Kumar hasn't played. We saw one change in the middle last night. And in theory, it's not broke for D-Lee. He's not fixing it. But who knows next year? Everyone's always getting better. And I think the one thing that I've learned coming here for the 3rd year now is that teams are learning very quickly, and those teams at the top have made some very good decisions, got some very good balance in their team, and that's another good swing to the line. KB, Erin.
Both teams have used most of their players except one, I think. We haven't seen Abdul Rahim for Calicut, and we haven't seen Nirmal George for the Kochi Blue Spikers. Maybe tonight.
Yeah, and bringing that squad in is maybe a sign of things not working in the first place. I mean, you have some very, very good players through the middle. Heyman misses out the sideline. But the fact they're using so many players means it's not been going very well, would be my sort of view on it. But also for Calicut, I don't think with DT Bosco that gamble didn't work, obviously, because we haven't seen him for a few games.
Yep, quick correction. We have seen Abdul Rahim, perhaps not enough, and that's why it skipped my mind. Bang! The sound was good. And the landing, oh, not the landing. I think there was a fault that gave Kochi a point.
I didn't see this one. Was it in or out? Ooh,
I think in.
In. Close to the line, but in is in.
I mean, what is it about Ahmed have you seen on the outside that you quite like? Because he's not the biggest, but he does get up. Oh my days, sorry. That for me, those serves are not going to be doing anyone any favours. KB, talk us through that cookie, and then give us a comment on Ahmed.
It's a big cookie serve on the 3-meter line. Easy peasy if you walk across, heading this fast outside. Yeah, you need to put pressure on this if you
You don't serve to 6, and you don't serve lollipops like that. So if you're going to serve a cookie, serve an ukra cookie. Serve the sidelines of the court. Serve something short. Those cookies that are just dolloped to the middle are going to get you in a lot of trouble.
I mean, if both teams are serving cookies, you should be fine at the end.
Yep, nicely done from Jasur there. Met the ball exactly where he should have. Pushes it across. Calicut still lead by 2, 11-9 it is in the second set. The first set to Kochi. Oh, nice. Beautifully done with that serve, but then that lands inside. Surya Santosh comes up with the goods for a good 1-2-3.
Kabul super spike, and it's really great to see in the air is turning.
And that is, because it's turning, just for the viewers at home, that is technically tougher. So teams are going to line up not on your turns as much as they do on your straight angle. There's a super point that's being called. Here we go. And Kochi, remember, are the worst attacking team in the league on average. So let's see if they can find something here. The first pass is almost somewhere workable. Heyman can't kill it, but they have to put them out of rhythm. Oh, how did that get through? It's a Scapia, super point from Ashton, Bishnoi, and we are already looking towards the third set here. That first pass was not where it needed to be. Heyman could not put that ball away. You got to close that. There's too much of a gap.
Way too much place between the two blockers. It happened already twice to them. They need to surely close the block.
Well, here is the Kabil league rules. We have almost finished our knockout phase of our league phase of 11 games. 4 games in their group, you play 3 games from the other group. So each match, best of 5. And remember, the first team to win 3 sets wins the match here. Now the scoring system, we know this is a special league. We do things differently. It's a race to 15, but if it's 14-all, you have to win by 2 clear. And if it's 20-all, it's a race to 1 point, which we saw last night. And it was crazy to see a game go all the way to 21-20.
That's the graphic that the Delhi Toofans need to print and frame. And remember, in their next game, they need to win that big.
How do you guys think the Delhi Toofans will be feeling tonight? Because how many chances do a team need to get themselves in the running? And they keep getting another chance, which I find crazy, but that's because everybody's beating everybody. Anyway, here, everyone's beating everybody again. As wonderfully. And the Heroes can celebrate again. Things are getting better in the Heroes camp this season after a very slow start. Well done to the Calicut Heroes. Your hard work's paying off. You got this back to 1-1, 15-9 in the second. No surprise, 15 spikes to 17. 4 unforced errors from Kochi, but I'm seeing improvements from Calicut all the time here. Can they get the middle back in? Can they use Shamin? And I would say, from that opening day defeat to the Hyderabad Blackhawks, which was a bit of a rough game, I think that Ukra's defense has certainly improved, Carla. Do you think he goes to the floor there? But he's with it. That first day, he got targeted very heavy. Very, very heavy.
That's true. Our couple super spike from the back row. Wow, what a power.
What?
Yeah, Ukra's on the ground, he's there.
What do you see from the defense there in terms of where the weight is in the position?
Is a little lonely in the diagonal, I have to say. But in general, the Calicut Heroes are playing much better today defense-wise. They are ready, they're active, they're here, they're on court.
Yeah, I agree. I reckon they've done their research and they've gone, okay, this is where we need to invest some time. And that's very unlucky. Just tried to fade it away and got caught on the way out.
Darusha. Then the libero. Here comes... oh, no. I thought that'll be a slap down the line, but not to be. Amal Thomas. And the push. 3 players going for it. Nobody getting to it. It's like 3 friends going for that lone piece of Kaju Katli left in the box. It happens on Diwali.
I like the sound of that. And I like the net and rich super defense as well. That's a good set. You can't ask for that to be perfect because he's under so much pressure to get that out of the net. But it's good enough to set up the attack. And again, they're working hard for each other, Calicut. And do you know what? When you go 2 or 3 losses in a row, 4 losses, 5 losses, all of a sudden, you have 2 choices. You can either play for pride or you back away. That's so good. They have to do something about that angle. That big man is finding a lot of space at position 5. Have a look in here. There's no digging it, but where's Shamim? He's trying, actually. Shamim is trying to take the right angle, and that is sharp.
Back set. Front slam. I like that. Great set from Ukra. Excellent coordination with Ashok Vishnu, who was right behind him. It's a no-look set. And a very good-looking spike that.
And it's super fast. It fastens up through the reception. Well played. He rescued the ball. And Ukra set men's.
Oops, the middle can't get it through. Here we go. Ukra. For the number 5, the Sri Lankan. Still no winner. 3-2 to Kochi. Still in play. Ukra has a chance again. He goes to Bishnoi. And the push has done the job because the response was an overpass that landed just long. Very good anticipation from Ashok Bishnoi there.
I like it. This time it's tight, so he doesn't make... We've been saying this, haven't we? And that's a fantastic dig. It's just out. But we've been saying this about some right-side hitters in this league. In those situations, they still try and hammer the ball and they get blocked. But that's a bit of a smarter choice from Ashton. Oh! Ukra, my guy back there playing defense. He's everywhere.
Bang! Take that, says Aaron Burgies.
Do you think that Ukra's walking around with a target on his head? Everything's still going his way. Go on, Ukra. All of a sudden, goes back over, and then it's like, watch out again, Ukra. Careful. Everything going towards him.
You know, if you're Kochi, the one man that you want to disturb the rhythm of is Ukra. He is the CPU. You get Ukra off his radar and the whole team would struggle. See there, he's making up so many attacks as the key setter.
CPU?
A central processing unit.
Oh, you went down the computer line. I thought that was a mini special of something random. Okay. Yeah, I agree. He's
I could say captain player Ukra as well for CPU.
Yeah. And he's been targeted a lot. And the thing is A, his defense is a bit shaky. We know that. We won't beat around the bush. B, if he does play defense, he can't set. So in theory, somebody else has to take his job. Therefore, the middle players are not in the game, because if Ukra doesn't set, the middles are not in the game. So there's a lot of good things about going after Ukra, and now go over the top of him as well when he's on the front court. And Kochi is figuring it out.
And if he's in the back court, he doesn't like pancakes either. Carla knows that well.
Hey man, great swing, long arm, and the Calicut Heroes. Nobody was standing on a block touch.
We must do our best top 5 hairdos of this league graphic as well someday.
Yeah, Heyman's probably leading the way for me. Raoul Cave is also a slightly good haircut for me.
I'm sure if Menzel is watching, he'd be really upset. He wouldn't be on that graphic.
Yeah. I mean, who would sponsor it? Who would sponsor the top 5 haircuts?
David Lee could be on that graphic as well.
Yeah, that's...
Always on point, David.
Yeah, it's consistent. Over the 3 years of being here, it's consistent. Never a hair out of place, and he's never mixed it up. Everyone else on the court, though, apart from Heyman. Okay, Ashton Bishnoi is coming to the forefront here, and I like it. you're watching this and you're going, getting better. But still, where do you make the changes next year? How do you not repeat the same mistakes? Could you have done better with the same team, but better preparation? Could you have recruited better? Could you have spent your money better at the auction? Here comes a big name.
Straight away, the one thing that comes to my mind is scout better for foreign players.
Yeah, we said that in the pre-show, didn't we? Just don't feel like, you look at the heart of the team at Bengaluru, that team rotates around Matt West and Jalen Penrose.
Mumbai, the Norwegians, outstanding, both of them.
Yeah, in terms of being great players, but great glue guys as people as well.
Time for a 1-2-3. Hemant. Oh, still can't get it through. Excellent defense. Outstanding work in the defense by the Calicut heroes. And Santosh was at the heart of it.
And Sonny Joseph's at the heart of it as well. Block. What do you make of Sonny Joseph?
To give Kochi a 2-point lead as we head into an Amul cool technical timeout. I repeat, Papa Jiba. Such is his ability.
Yeah, we had this chat, didn't we, KB, before? Jerome Beneath is somebody that could go and play in Germany and be solid.
Not only him, I see other players as well. Maybe performing next couple of years in Germany. Great spike, Ashok, Arakabo, super spike.
Any in particular?
I would have to go through my list.
Yeah, Anangamutu maybe, if he's on point. I think a Chirag is somebody that could go and do it.
I'm surprised you didn't say Prince straight away.
Prince Charming?
Yeah.
Prince Charming from Haryana.
I like Prince, but I think he's got to develop at least his serve. I think in Europe a soft serve is going to get eaten for breakfast, and then a little bit of the efficiency too.
Man, I like that slap. You know, you can't expect Ukra to block balls.
Yeah, and as the game develops, even your setters are tall. So you look at a Matt West, and you compare him to an Ukra here. The pressure that a Matt West can put on the hitter is like having another hitter as a blocker. Where, as the game develops, I think in India, the setters will get taller, and they will have more of a block presence. But almost gone are the days of being able to really play at a high level with a smaller setter.
Lovely to see the Calicut heroes enjoying themselves.
Yeah. You've had some tough times in your career, haven't you? And
never.
And how important is it? I know, because I've covered it all. I've been
The way
overseeing
you asked,
everything.
you know all my matches better than me.
Well, I said, no, it wasn't a question. I said you've definitely had some tough times in your career. What gets you through them? So if you're a Calicut heroes, how can you draw on your experience to sort of help them?
I mean, face it, you cannot hide. You have the stats, you have the games in front of your face, and just go out and play. Do what you do best.
Did you indulge in a lot of self-talk as well? Lots of conversations with yourself? Or what was your outlet like? Playing at the highest level in the Olympics, competing against the toughest teams in the world?
They took a psychologist everywhere.
Yeah, but I didn't like it so much because I'm doing the things with my own, and I know what helps me. So I was not working a lot with psychologists.
Good. And always finding a way. Oh, pancake! Dose of defense. Oh no! And then nobody goes for it the second time.
Mukesh, I think after that pancake, the team was so much in awe. Take a look at that. Full lunge forward, keeps the ball in play, and the team just lost their focus. They may have lost the point, but I think Mukesh has found a few fans. Great push that.
Yeah, I've been impressed this season, and I'm impressed with this guy. when you're a bit smaller, you don't have as many angles at times, but he's finding a way to keep things moving. Now, top 5 blockers, new in your assurance. Prince will move up, that's for sure, as his game earlier on hasn't been added to this list as of yet. So he's going to be going up probably to about 75 after tomorrow. Econ top 5 setters, Preet Karan, we've always enjoyed watching him since he's come off the bench. Lad Vasant and Jitin, Baju West and Samir Chowdhury. Interesting to see Samir, because although there's only 10 teams, so there's only really 10 setters, it means he's halfway on the list, but I feel like he's played very quick.
Nicely done that by Shamim. Shamim, Ukra combined. No, sorry, it wasn't Ukra. Ukra was at the back. It was Shamim and Santosh. SNS.
Yeah, from way off the net as well. And that, for me, is the definition of a smart swing. I'm under pressure. I'm going to swing high and hit hands. Sonny.
Ukra goes to Bishnoi, but he has been blocked. Well, he prefers to attack from the right side, but as a go-to man, if your captain comes to you, you've got to be able to come up with the goods. Scapia super point. That hasn't gone Calicut's way. 14-8 now. 6 set points to go 2-1 up for the Kochi Blue Spikers.
3 in the pass. There's no middle there. Oh, Ukra. Ukra, that was a bit of magic. A little underarm set reverse.
Well, the point has been handed to Calicut, but then Kochi want to review it. They claimed a touch of the block straight away. Straight away. I think they've got something in there.
Review taken by Kochi.
I think I wouldn't call it a review. I would keep the 3 reviews for the next.
Yep, good point.
It's 14-8.
What's it going to do? I mean, you've potentially got another... Yeah, you've potentially got another 2 sets after this.
You know, this is where leadership comes in. And I expected the captain, Aaron Verghese, to say, no, let's not use it. Good spot, Carla.
Yeah, great spot. And let's see if... I mean, I think they've got a case. But reality is, doesn't really matter because they're leading by so many. Like we've seen before, though, those teams at the bottom of the league, the level just dipping up and down.
Certainly. The left palm moved. Yep, certainly there is a touch to me.
Yeah, he's almost taken his fingers off. Yeah, so that's a great review. I mean, maybe from Kochi, that's just a sign of, we're not going to give you anything. And reality is, do they still have reviews going into the next set? Yes, review successful. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Kochi have come back quickly in set 3, meaning that they are in a very good spot, needing 1 more set to win this match. This is how it worked out. They needed the review. Aaron again, just showing that he's very high on the right side. It doesn't look as natural as the left, but he is very high. So, the perfect time for Kochi to strike back, 15-8 in the 3rd. to 2, 8 unforced errors, and 27 successful spikes to 24. I'm intrigued. I don't think this game's over yet for Kochi. I think Calicut are going to take this to 5 all day long. The service pressure has to be a bit higher, and again, I think this is something that we've also learned this evening. These guys are playing old school with not much service pressure, and the level looks high, but until you get it against big serves, you don't know how good a passer you are.
You know, I wonder what mindset though these teams came into this game with and what they're thinking right now. I just wish we had these dugout interviews during the game to know what they're thinking.
Yeah, I mean, making minimal errors will be key against another team struggling, I'd say, just battling through. And we're not seeing anybody go back and blow the game away behind the service line, are we? And that to me is another telltale sign of why they're at the bottom of the league. That it's a low service pressure, low error game, and I know that we get on the back of teams for missing a lot of serves, but those teams who do miss a lot of serves are also higher up the league. KB, you played for Germany. Germany are quite high pressure serving.
I think generally Germany is known for really good serves in beach and volleyball.
So what's your sort of mindset in terms of missing serves? If you miss one, does the next one go in? Or do you just stick with your process?
I mean, don't forget, this league is made for high pressure serves to risk and get a super serve. So it's different here.
Yeah, but what was your way? Did you just keep going for it?
Whenever you have more than 2 errors or 3, you have to change something, or like at least you don't have to risk it full, play tactically. There's so many things you can think about.
Yeah, there's so many different ways of obviously winning and getting yourself in front. That's a high ball to the outside. That's a great swing. Heyman potentially a little bit too far around in the angle. That line was left really open for Santosh. But again, I can't sing Santosh's praises enough here.
Santosh with that slam has gone up to 12 points in this match. Highest he's had in a game in this tournament this season. Didn't he hit that into the net, into the antenna?
Yeah, I think it was off. Let's have a look.
No. Santosh got that last touch.
Do you know what, though? I know that he's small, so he's going to have quite quick feet. But just if everybody could play with that much pop and aggression, pop out of the jump and the speed in the arm, by days, it would be sensational. And then he misses the serve, but that's okay. I think he's enjoying being in the mix.
Yeah, he's enjoying it really much, and he's doing it well. I mean, the serve now, okay, it's a little too wide, but the swing, as you said, he's fast on his feet. And for his height, he's doing it amazing.
Ooh, that can be frustrating for any team. Even when you're not serving big, a service error has to be like a dagger through the heart.
Yeah, especially with the float serves. I can't bang that drum enough. Spin serves, you can sort of go, okay, you're going more risk. Float serves, there's less rotating parts for it to go well. It's a much easier technical serve. And if you're missing a lot of them, there's a massive issue, I think, concentration issue. Because if you're serving soft, you can always stand on the floor and get 10 out of 10 in the court.
Just short on that occasion with a spin serve down the line. And an easy kill for Hemant. Front center. Oh, no. 5-4 now to Calicut.
One of the top 5 haircuts.
Is Sunny Joseph?
Yeah. Just the other way around. Shamim. Again, just placement serve. And if you serve 6 and you serve the middle, the chance of them actually setting the middle goes up. It's a much easier ball to bring to the middle from the middle of the court. And I would keep it out of that middle.
That is vicious from Verghese. A spicy arrow. Got a good ball, actually. Yep.
Kabil, super spike. And again, the service. I mean, you see that finished picture and you say great spike. But what you can't see is the serve is what sets all of those pictures up. If you serve well, those pictures look very different on your screen. So if Shamim puts a bit more speed on it, all of a sudden there's not so much room for the attackers to handle through. Sonny Joseph looks cool, but I'd imagine he's a lot more stressed underneath.
Okay, then 5 service errors for Kochi so far. That's a very awkward first touch. 1v1, and it hasn't worked.
Ukra, what are you doing?
Look at Ukra!
Cheeky man! Look at you, cheeky fella. I can't wait to see this again. A little diversion, yeah, lick your lips, Ukra. Lick her, that was tasty. Right, Ukra, what do you... Yeah! Ukra with the dummy run. Have you got a name for that, Manish?
Thinking. It was not an oops moment, it was an ooks moment.
Ooks moment. And I'm sure the defense were terrified. That is Ukra all ends up though. And I'll be honest, the more I come here, the more I like him. The first year I was a bit like, who's this guy? And now I've got to know him. I really love the guy.
He's a cool cat. Born Ukra Pandyan, one of India's finest over the last decade and a half. Can you imagine such a quality player when he was in his prime? There was no such league. Not to say that he isn't in his prime right now, but his early years, the kind of opportunities the likes of Santosh are getting, or the likes of Hemant, for example, who are players who are in their 20s, early 20s.
Yeah, great skills, really good skills, and good knowledge of the game. He knows what he's doing. The more called technical timeout, 8-6. Top 5, Libs. And let's hope he gets better soon. This is a league that needs him. And Anash having a good season. Adanashik again up there as well. And it's funny to see liberos in struggling teams still be in the top 5s, Carla. So it shows that the quality of the ball going in to the setter isn't always that bad.
Exactly, and I think all the teams has been improving a lot during the season.
Looks like Kochi are in the mood for a 5-setter, are they? So are Calicut.
Yeah, and those things that, for as much as the attacking work for a ball's been great, it's just come up really early in the pass. And KB, what would you be sort of working on there? Like staying down and stable, or take an overhand?
I think it's been a bit surprised by the speed. So I think this one you need to step a little back from the position where the starting position in reception.
I know you've never seen you in your Assurance Superblock KB play beach volleyball, Manish, but she is a creative cat. They call her Gozy. After a very quick guy, go on, you ask away.
Well, for us, she is Miss Volleyball, isn't she? She knows it all.
Yeah. But Gozy is a German Rosie, and Sean Rosenthal was a very, very creative and athletic American.
You're a very creative name giver.
That was all. That was not me. That was what the Americans called you. 2 games tomorrow. Hyderabad Blackhawks, Kolkata Thunderbolts. That'll be a good game. Thunderbolts need a win. Blackhawks need a win. And then Chennai Blitz. Everything on the line for their last game too. It is tasty and interesting tomorrow night. Kolkata win, then they have to go and beat Delhi, last game of the season. It's still on. And I don't think they've had a great season, but the top 4's still on.
If Kolkata saw what Hyderabad did to Bangalore, they will have to come in switched on and in top gear tomorrow.
I agree.
Oh, that was so close to that sideline. Although Bangalore didn't do much wrong in that game, to be fair to them. Both of them played an outstanding game last night.
Yeah, good little reality check for Bengaluru, so they know that they're not unbeatable. And I think for Hyderabad, they're really playing together. If you looked at them celebrating, they're so connected at the moment, dancing.
Long serve from the back line.
Yeah, quick through the middle. And that for me is exactly how Calicut are going to win this game. The battle is the service pressure's not on. So with the service pressure not being on, all of a sudden the middle becomes easier. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
By the way, since we mentioned Bengaluru, they got the Q to their name last night, even after losing, because it was a 5-set game. And according to our wonderful format, if you lose a 5-set game, you've obviously won 2 sets, and therefore you get that 1 consolation point, which was enough to see the Bengaluru Torpedoes through to the semi-finals.
Yeah, it certainly was, that one. And then there's 2 back for Kochi. There's a chance that they want to get this done 3-1. But I agree, that point was enough for them to get through. I think they'll be happy with that. Scapia super point. Is this going to flip around again? The problem that we have... Oh my days!
Counter super point.
Suddenly, if you lose this, it's all square.
You don't take it home anyway. Go for it. It might just pay off, or it may not now. Chance for Kochi. Here they come. And in Varghese, still in play. Third ball back. Wow! Oh, Amal Thomas. He pulled Kochi out of trouble. You've got to give credit to the Kochi defense here. Wow.
And Haymat especially. Watch him, number 2, left-hand side there, pop. And look at the set, it's so good from there. The blockers say, we don't know that's coming, we're not going to go up. And that is KB's favourite.
What a lovely dig out there, digging this.
Yep.
11-11, also great reaction from Mohsin as well after Hemant came up with that dig, and then Amal with the finish, responding to Mohsin's set. 11 apiece now. Here we go. Ukra. Shabang still in play. Oh, hello. Careful. Calicut. Ukra shot set. Shamim. Shams it down.
So here's my argument. Sonny doesn't call the super point. It's now what, 12-10. 2-point game in the last 5 points. Kavil super spike, and that's always my argument here. Why would you risk it at this time? 2-point lead at this moment is fine. But now we're all level because Kochi have the chance to strike, which they do. So they side out. It's 12-12, where it could be 12-11. I don't get it.
The momentum has shifted as well because of that Scapia super point. And Amal Thomas once again delivering the goods this time. Going against the two Santosh and Shamim. Gets a side out, 12 apiece now in the spot set. Kochi will want to finish this now.
Yeah, and I think they will want to finish it now. And I think Amal Thomas is the man to finish it now.
And the block once! Hemant, you he-man! Pours cold water over that hammer. Now Kochi into the lead, what's up? The tides have turned.
What was it, 11-7? Two super points, 11-7. A second super point you didn't need to call. All of a sudden, teams under pressure, 13-12. Oh my days. And that's why for me, I would be a safe man with my super points. If I'm chasing, I would use it. But if I was two in front, I never would. Wow. Calicut have a chance today to get off the bottom of the table for the first time. But who knows?
Well, if Kochi win, they will certainly not finish at number 9. Calicut will bow out. This is their last game. Kochi have another game in hand. I wonder what Kolkata are thinking. They could be on a rocket to the top tomorrow. They've got a tough game.
Super tough game. And I wonder what he's thinking now. Because he'll know. He'll know that he's a gambler. And he doesn't change. He doesn't change. Every season, he goes for it.
Interesting question that's been asked. Oh, Shamim can't get it through. Chance now, Kochi. Here we go. Herman! The door was open. This is a nightlight burglary on a Sunday evening. Calicut have only themselves to blame. Tactically made mistakes.
Why are we not blocking here, Calicut? Shamim, you know that ball's going to the outside, but why are you holding everybody down?
He was he stood there admiring that spike.
You don't... Unless he's on the floor, you got to jump. A down ball, if they're down, you're down. If they're up, you're up. Like, it's...
You know why? That service error reminded me of what happened to Sandeep from Bengaluru last night.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Hurt. That was a stinger.
But it's a big difference if you touch the net or if the ball even doesn't touch the net.
True. We've seen that today as well. Match point.
Quick one. Sandeep, if you're watching, it's all right. Your team's through to the to the semis. You can make amends come the big games. 14-13. One more match point for the Kochi Blue Spikers. Here we go then. They will get a chance to spike first. Heyman. Oh, very poor. First touch, no. That is a very poor pass from Hemant, a very nervous one. Shamim hits it long! Kochi win! That is the end of Calicut's campaign. Kochi are not going to finish bottom of the table. The defending champions, well, last year's champions, unfortunately, have had a poor outing. They were top of the world last time, and they are bottom of the table this season. Such is the way sport works at times. The Kochi Blue Spikers, in what has been an injury-marked season as well for them, finally give themselves something to smile about. They have won the Kerala Derby. They have the bragging rights in God's own country. They win it in 4 sets.
Heyman feels lucky there. That pass was resurrected by his team. But Sonny Joseph, that face tells us everything. He's not a man that probably shows his feelings, but that shows us enough. And for that man who felt so much joy last year, he was so proud. It's not quite the same feeling now, but hopefully they use it to go back to the drawing board and plan for better days ahead. Look at Nicholas here, enjoying his time in India and what I think will be his last season playing professional volleyball. He'll head back to France, play a season there. But Kochi, they've done great the last couple of games. Without Byron, especially, well done.
Yep, they lost players, they lost their form, It was just one of those up and down kind of games. Not enough wins, but lots of learnings for Calicut, and Sai's Vardhan is pumped up. It's not been an easy outing for Kochi. In the last 3 weeks or so, Hemant lucky that pass didn't cost them on match point. And Shamim hitting it long has led to these smiles. Mrs. Desiree Vardhan, head of the team, is all smiles as well. I love these scenes. That's what they play sport for. Smiles and the joy.
Hey, woman. There you go. There's what it is. 15-13 in the fourth. Kochi Blue Spikers win 3-1 against the Calicut Heroes. And a good performance. They're working hard as a team here. And they got over the line throughout this season. Well done. And well done to the Calicut Heroes. It's been tough, but they are pushing and they have got better. 3-1 to Kochi at the bottom of the table battle, but both teams improving all the time. Kochi Blue Spikers. Well done, Kochi, in a season just riddled with torment in terms of injuries and problems. They've managed to find some real light at the end of the tunnel against the Calicut team, who are also improving. Carla Borger, what did you make of Kochi this evening? I thought at times very strong, and they didn't miss their foreign players at all.
It's been an up and down, but in general, more an up than down. They had quite a few good moments through the middle, through the outside. He-Man, great serves, great digs as well. And yes, we saw a lovely match tonight of the Kochi Blue Spikers. Deserved to win that, taking the points home.
Yeah, they really did deserve it. Calicut, I think, deserved to take it to a fifth. If it wasn't for a couple of decisions, they were 11-7 up in that fourth set, and you can't hand that away. That's a 9. You've lost 9 before you've managed to score 4 at that moment. So for me, those 2 super points played a huge part in that comeback. And Sonny, I go all in, full risk. Joseph, also from 11-9, made it go back to 11-all. So maybe some questions on when to take those super points this evening. It was an error that saw Kochi over the line. A pass from Heyman. What a great play that was from the libero to get that back. In turn, you have to always go all in. You never know what's going to happen. And it doesn't matter how they win, as long as they get over the finish line this evening. A good way. Look at Heyman, frustrated with his pass, but happy with the win.
Well, the great escape for Heyman after that poor pass, but they have to win and they will take it. They've got one more game in hand, but I suppose the mentality of this game was beyond these numbers. They had to fight the demons of disappointment when they walked into this game. Calicut go back with too many scars and many more learnings to come back stronger in season 5, and this is how their journey ended. Calicut will finish this season bottom of the table.
Yeah, they will, regardless, and you have to feel sorry for them, but too many changes after a championship winning season hasn't been the pedigree, or it hasn't worked out. We're going to head down to Sartek courtside for the presentation. Let's find out who won the game changer and who won the player of the match.
The Kerala derby of the Prime Volleyball League goes the way of the Kochi Blue Spikers today. First, let's thank our sponsors, RR Kabel, Scapia, New India Assurance, NTPC, Bank of Baroda, Amol Mutual Fund, Sahi Hai, Red Bull, Cello, Costco, Net Enrich, Eakin by Paragon. Alongside me in the presentation area, I have Mr. Safir PT, co-owner of the Calicut Heroes, and Mr. Rajam Raju, representing RR Kabel, and a proud customer of Scapia, Mr. Inayat Sheikh. We start with the Scapia game changer of the match. Come on in, Amal Thomas. They were in a difficult state in that fourth set, trailing 7-11. And 2 back-to-back Scapia super points for the Kochi Blue Spikers, and how instrumental was Amal Thomas. Now for the RR Kabel player of the match, the one and only Mohsin. Incredible performance. And they still keep that hope alive of making it to the top 4. Kochi Blue Spikers get the all-important 3 points. Finishing in that fourth set was important. Mohsin, come on in for a quick chat. How happy are you? Not easy. You were trailing 7-11. And you all just turned it around in that all-important fourth set.
Yeah, it was so happy for the team for the first win. The second win, after I came, it was my first win. So, very happy for it.
And what message would you like to send out to all your teammates right now?
They played very good, like they respect all the things, what they should do. And it was, volleyball is just a team game. So, thanks to all the teammates and all the staffs.
You were incredible today, Mohsin. Well done. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for your time, and now take it away, commentators.
Well, that man, Mohsin, playing only his second game, was about to show the world what he's all about. 20-year-old, learns a lot like Dragan Mihalovic out there in Bangalore, and today he was enabling a lot of those attacks from the left and the right.
Yeah, and I think he's as good a setter as any Indian setter in the league at the moment, and he's come here with nothing to lose and everything to gain, and he's reveling in it. Well done, young man. You certainly deserve your award, and you deserve your plaudits as well.
And who did Mohsin enable? It was that man, Amal Thomas, on fire right from the word go. No Vinny, no problem.
Yeah, and he's not the biggest, but look at how aggressive he is in the block and the way that he gets up, and so many players can take so much from him in just his terms that he's trying to get after every ball. Well done as well. well for him.
Yep, 27-year-old from Kochi, Kerala, that man, Amal Thomas. Guess who features in the spotlight in our Mutual Funds Sahi Hai moment of the match? It is a youngster from Jalandhar, Punjab. It's just Jod Singh with that magic moment that ended up being our Mutual Funds Sahi Hai moment of the match. Just Jod is very, very switched on throughout, right up centre, and he made his presence felt, contributing to Kochi's win tonight.
Well, tomorrow it's another huge night in the office. The hosts, Hyderabad, have a big game against the Kolkata Thunderbolts. Then it's Chennai versus Mumbai. There's going to be so much moving and shaking, looking towards a Final Four spot. There's only really one place available, and three of those teams can certainly take that fourth spot. Mumbai probably already there. From us, it's been another magical night in the office, and we look forward to another doubleheader tomorrow. Thank you for your company, and good night.